Talabi. I'm from Lagos, Province 17. For 15 years, we believed God for the fruit of the womb. Last year, my wife conceived after the convention, and on the night of 1st October to the early morning of 2nd October, she started bleeding. And she bled until about 3 p.m. when she collapsed. I had to rush her to the hospital. We got to the hospital, they looked at her and said the only thing that can save her life is if they do an evacuation. That if the evacuation is not done, the bleeding will continue. She did a scan and the results showed that there was incomplete abortion and the need to flush whatever is remaining. We agreed to the evacuation, it was done, and after she became strong enough, because her PCV dropped to about 13%, we went back home, and a few weeks after that, she had a dream and saw our father and the Lord, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God in that dream. In that dream, Daddy Gio laid his hands on her tummy, and she said she held on to Daddy Gio's hands and put the hand in the position of her womb. And lo and behold, a few weeks after, she told me she could feel a movement. The doctors told us we should wait for about 4 or 5 months for her to be strong before she can be pregnant. So we didn't come together. She said she's feeling a movement. To cut the long story short, in April of this year, she delivered a bouncing baby boy. We had the naming ceremony of the baby boy, and immediately after the naming ceremony, because all the while we believed God for twin boys. Immediately after the naming ceremony, she became very weak and told me she can still feel a movement in her womb. 15 days after she had the first boy, she gave birth to a second boy. So, we waited for 15 years. God gave us 2 children in 15 days. Let somebody shout, hallelujah! Who did it?